Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghuveer. In this class, we will discuss about some examples on recursion. In our previous class, we already discussed about how recursive functions execute, and in our previous classes, we already discussed about how memory is allocated. All these discussions were made. Based on the assumption you watched all those classes, this is a continuation class. Based on the assumption, we will continue this class. So please watch our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding of the complete Python language. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, let's take an example and understand some complex example so that you will have a better understanding on how recursion executes. So the example which we already considered in our previous class, slight modification in this example. So f of x is a function. It is having 4 lines of code. In our last class when we discussed about recursion, we have taken only 3 lines of code. Here we are having 4 lines of code. The first line, for understanding purpose, we are writing it as first line, second line, third line, fourth line, but usually it is not the line numbers. So x greater than 0, if the condition is yes, it will go inside and execute the second line, third line and fourth line. So what's extra line we have added here is we are calling function 2 times. So how this function, if you are calling function 2 times, how this will execute, that is very important to understand. This is the function body. If the function if condition fails, it will come out of the if condition. There is nothing to execute after coming out of this if condition. So function completed. So function starts, this program starts executing here. A is equal to 5. We are calling the function f of by using the value a, means we are calling the function with the value 5. Usually the reference will be sent to this function for understanding purpose. This is also discussed in our previous class. We are writing this, the reference to a is given to x, but here we are writing a value. Usually it should be reference to the object 5. And assume that this is our stack space. In the stack space, how it will execute, that is what we are showing here. Okay, now understand how this example executes. It will start execute from here. The reference is sent to this function. Whenever the function is called, a new space is assigned to that function in a stack for saving its local variables. So for the first time when the function called x is equal to 5, x is referencing to the object 5, means x is having the value 5. This space is assigned to maintain its x variable. Now the function starts executing its body. It starts executing its first line, 5 greater than 0, yes. Condition yes, it will go inside and it will execute second line, third line, fourth line. Now it will execute second line. What is there in the second line? Again it is calling the function. See here, this function in second line, it is calling the new function with the x is equal to 4, x minus 1, 5 minus 1, that is 4 value is sent to that new called function. So this function starts executing. It will execute first line, 4 greater than 0, yes, it will go inside and it will start executing the second line. What's there in the second line? It is calling the function again. So in the second line, it is calling this new function. Okay, this function starts executing. It will check 3 greater than 0, yes, it will go inside and it will execute the second line. What's there in the second line? This function is calling again in second line. This function has been called. X is equal to 2. This function starts executing its body, first line, second line, third line, fourth line. So first line, condition yes, 2 greater than 0, yes, condition yes, it will go inside and it will execute the second line, f of x minus 1, means this function is also calling in the second line this x is equal to 1 function. Okay, this starts executing its body, 1 greater than 0, so condition yes. In the second line again it is calling the function x is equal to 0. So what happens here? X is equal to 0, 0 greater than 0, no. Condition fails, means it won't go inside the body. Is there anything to execute if it is not going into the if condition? There is nothing to execute. So the function completed. the space assigned to this function will be removed from the stack space. So this function is called by this function. In which line this function has been called? Second line. In second line. After completion of this function means this function's second line completed. What's there in the third line? Again call a new function with x minus 2 value. 1 minus 2, it is calling x is equal to minus 1. New function is called x is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 greater than 0? No, it won't go inside the if condition. Means the function completed. This function is also completed. In which line this function called? In third line. Means this function's third line completed. After completing the third line, which line it has to execute? Fourth line has to be executed. What's there in the fourth line? Print x. Means it will display 1. So fourth line is completed. It's not a function. I am showing it in the box. This is the printf statement. So it will display 1. The output will be 1. Next output. So all the lines, second line, third line, fourth line of this function completed. Means this function completed. X is equal to 1 completed. So second line completed, third line completed, fourth line completed. Is there anything to execute? If there is anything to execute, then it will continue executing a seventh line, eighth line, like that. Nothing is there to execute. So this function completed. Who called this function? This one. In which line it called this function? In second line. So second line completed. Now it will start executing third line. Third line means 2 minus f of 2 minus 2. It will call this function x is equal to 0. 0 greater. Now it will start executing its first line, second line, third line. First line means 0 greater than 0? No. Fails. It will come out of if statement. Is there anything to execute? No, there is nothing to execute. This function is also completed. If this function completed means third line completed. Now it will execute the fourth line. What it will do? It will display x value. Means the output is, next one is 2 will be displayed. So for this function, second line completed, third line completed, fourth line completed. Means complete. This function has been completed. Who called this function? Who called this function? This one. In which line it called this function? In second line. Like that it will execute. You complete the remaining part. I will show you the output of this program. So you elaborate the diagram and how this program will get executed, so that you will get a better understanding of how recursion concept will execute in Python. It's not only in Python, in any language recursion concept will execute the same way which we have shown here. So now we will check the output in the, see here the same code. The first two outputs are 1 and 2, that is what we got. The same way remaining outputs which we got here is, these are the outputs. So make a note of these outputs and you elaborate the diagram, you do on your own, so that you will get better understanding of how recursion concepts execute. So with this you will get a better understanding on recursion. Hope you understand the concepts. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.